Men, these are 4 reasons why you cannot perform well doing knacking, or rather, why you stopped performing well doing knacking. Hi guys, happy Sunday to you all. My name is Asobi South. I hope you're doing great. Listen, there are 4 reasons why a man cannot perform well doing knacking, or a man who was performing well suddenly stopped performing well doing knacking. Pay attention and make sure you watch this video to the end, because the last one is the most important part of it. Number 1 is too much of smoking. Yes, a lot of men smokes a lot. You will smoke cigarette, you practically be on colors. Do you understand? This will drastically reduce your strength as a man, and it also affects your odogu from performing properly. And if you're this person that observes your body properly, you must have noticed that the way your odogu rises whenever it wants to perform its duty before and now is no longer the same, because there are too much of ifosise in your system. Too much of fo is very, very bad for a man. In fact, for everybody, but especially a man, because it has a way of directing its bad effect to your odogu. It will drastically reduce the strength. It will drastically affect the way it rises. It will drastically affect the how long you spend on top of your woman. So it's very necessary that whatever you are smoking as a man, that you try to keep it on a limit. You reduce it, not every now and then, the morning, afternoon, and night. Do you understand? You might be enjoying these things, but these things has a way of killing you slowly. Number 2. So number 2 is too much of alcohol. You know, most men out there feels that by finishing a whole bottle of alcohol, it means that you are an odogu. Your friends might be hailing you, and you'll be feeling like, I have the head to finish 1 bottle of alcohol. To me personally, I see these things as being very stupid. Yes, that is the simple truth. Because how can you practically be doing something you know that will affect you in the nearest future? Because when you see the effects of these things, it's not when you are still in your 20s. It's not when you're still in your early 30s. It's from your late 30s, from your early 40s. That is when you will begin to see the disadvantages of what you have done to yourself. Too much of alcohol in the system is very bad. As a man, you have to avoid these things. Remember that the worst thing that will happen to you as a man is that moment when you cannot satisfy your woman. That moment when the spirit is willing, but your dogu is refusing. You will find yourself in that space when you want to do the do. In fact, your wife is practically oboto. She's practically naked in front of you. The balloons will be looking at you. You cannot do anything. In your spirit, you want to do. But the odogu have refused to answer you. This is how much damage alcohol does to the odogu. As a man, drinking is not bad, but you have to have limits to whatever you do in this life. Because what we do today has a way of coming back to pay us back in the nearest future. Do not use because of the sweetness, or because of you want to exhibit your useful exuberance, and then you put yourself into a very big mess. Be careful. Number 3 is pot bellies. Like, I don't understand how some men feel comfortable with these pot bellies. Like, as a man, pot bellies renders you guys useless on bed. That is the simple truth. Apart from even on bed, there are so many things you cannot even do as a man. It makes you lazy. That is why whenever you find yourself sleeping, and you guys don't even sleep at the proper places, or when it's actually needed, you find yourself dozing off everywhere, anywhere. This minute you're sitting in the office, even in front of your client, you doze off. You're sleeping. Pot belly is one of the worst things that will happen to a man. As a man, when you have a pot belly, you are as weak as a woman that doesn't even want to do anything on bed. Because most times men are complaining, why my women doesn't want to shake your body. They are leaving the whole job for us. Listen, if you're a man that has a pot belly, that kind of woman is 100% better than you, because you cannot do anything. And it also discomforts your wife. And the most important thing is that it swallows the odogu. Once you begin to develop a pot belly, if your odogu was this size, my brother, it will be reducing. Before you know it, it will look like that of a 3-month-old child. It swallows your odogu drastically. and therefore you cannot perform. And when if you get me, I know that sometimes it's not about the size of the odogu, but in this case, sizes matters. Because when your tummy is big, where exactly are you? Are you going to just lie on top of that woman with that big belly? Do you want to suffocate her? It makes you lazy. It makes you not to perform your duties well. Do you understand? As a man again, like something is happening anywhere, anytime, and you guys are meant to run to save your life. If not, my brother. So pot belly is not good at all. You cannot perform in bed, although possible. When you feel me in and even when your wife or your woman decide to do the job for you, my brother, once they get on top of you, your big belly will not also allow her to see if you're it will not, it will just cover everywhere up. And the next thing is, once she ride you 1 or 2 times, you doze off, you cannot do anything, you're punishing this woman. No, she will be on top of you, you will be like, oh, ineku. Number 4. So number 4 is health conditions. Yes, just as I mentioned from the beginning of the video, that number 4 is the most important part of this my teachings, and that is health conditions. Yes, as a man, there are some health conditions that will prevent you from performing your duty properly, and some of these health conditions are blood sugar and high blood. Yes, that is blood sugar. By blood sugar, I mean diabetes and high blood pressure. This can stop you. It can reduce your performance drastically as a man. Do you understand? And that is the reason it's very, very necessary that you check yourself often. Every 3 months, make sure you're checking your blood sugar and your high blood. It's very necessary. And if you find out that you have got any of the above mentioned, please endeavor to see your doctors. Make sure you visit your doctor every now and then. They will put you in some medication that will allow you to still perform your duty regardless. Okay? I love you. Don't forget that. And I will definitely see you in my next one. Please do not forget, you can join my WhatsApp class with 10K just to encourage your baby girl. And don't forget, for your birthday shout out, page promotion, any advert of your choice, holla at your girl. I will be here to give you my best, right? I love you, and I will see you in my next one. One love, guys. Cheers.